Hey guys, how's it going? Men are left behind. Our struggles are laughed at. Our concerns are scoffed at. And our thoughts are mocked. The very issues and concerns that are keeping us behind, not highlighted at all. Without the conversation always right after that being, well, what about women? So it's completely understandable at how the average man today is lost. You see, most men have no idea what to do. From an early age, we were taught that we should go to school and be somebody. We should get a degree, get a good job. In that women is pretty much the ability to get women, is what determines your value. So already from a young age, we turn our attention to women. And honestly, everything else but men. And in this gynocentric society we live in, where everything is about women, men are left out in the cold. Now, it's always good to be a guy who has something to bring to society, something of value. You know, you can teach someone how to play a guitar. You can teach someone how to fish. You can write, play music. You can draw, you can paint, you can sculpt. You can be a leader, lead a team, start your own business. But if you don't have any of those skills, you're left out in the cold. You're forgotten about. What about the ones that are just lost? That have no motivation because they've been left out in the cold so long. They've almost given up. This is why this channel is here, guys. Because you can change that. You can get up and go. You can learn a skill. You just have to apply yourself. Who cares what anyone else says? Who cares what anyone else thinks? I'll tell you who does care. A group of guys that you should look for and or keep around. Those ride or die boys, you know. The boys that you keep around, you can call up in the middle of the night, you know they're going to pick up. Those boys you tell something to, and they'll tell it to you like it is. Those are the ones that care. Brotherhood is so important, especially in a time when men are forgotten about, when men are left behind. Because that's all you have. When you reach adulthood, mommy no longer, or perhaps mommy still babies you, but society sure doesn't. You see, when you're a kid, you're coddled. At least society coddles you. And the very second that you turn 18, society forgets about you. If you weren't born in a high status, then society just doesn't care. So you got to have those close buddies around you. I'm telling you, that shit really matters. It really does. But you also have to be careful who you keep around, because some of them will be fake. Now, this isn't just going to be about a friend group. This is about society as a whole. You see, men are constantly at a steady rate dropping out of college, dropping out of the workforce. Men are slowly pulling back from society. Understandably so. For decades now, men have been demonized, told that we're nothing. You see it in TV shows where the husband constantly looks like an idiot, where the wife controls everything, and she has that shit on lockdown. You see it oftentimes in the movies where even the woman did something wrong, and the guy is still in the wrong. How about that, huh? Where he has to go and apologize for feeling the way that he did about the situation where she messed up. And everyone expects life to be like the movies, which is the dumbest way that you could ever live. You can't live like that. It's not reality. No one really understands what men go through. And honestly, men have stayed quiet for far too long about their issues, about their concerns. And oftentimes their voices are silenced. I'll tell you what, I'm done with being silent. That's why I started this channel. I can't do it anymore. I gotta say something. This channel may be small now, but with your guys' help, I want to make this channel really big. Because I want to be a place where you guys can come to, where we can all figure this out together. Because I don't have this all figured out. But I'm on a journey too. And I want you guys to join me on this journey. Because again, brotherhood means everything. It's always been the men that have built nations. And without that camaraderie, nations fall apart. Because everything depends on men. Everything. Despite what social media will tell you, that society doesn't need men. Who are the ones that are collecting the trash? Who are the ones that are working the pipelines? Who are the ones that are active duty military? Majority are men. The construction workers, the lumberjacks, police, firefighters. Come on, man, the list goes on and on. It's men that do these things. Why? Because it requires us to do these things. You're not going to see women out there. Nope. Why? Because that's not the duty for women. Ask yourself this: why is it that women mostly go into the medical field? Right? Because it's instinctive for them to be nurturing. And it's more instinctive for us to be more laborers, because that's what has been demanded of us since our time is history. Since our history began. But that's been forgotten about because of how far we've come in technology. And the fact that no one really respects men's roles anymore. You know, thanks to feminism. One of the worst things that's ever happened to anything. You know, say the choice for women to, you know, either work or stay home. Look, some women may be happy working, but the majority, they don't want to work. They don't want to make a career. They'd much rather be in a family. And so, I'm not going to make this too much about women here, because this is supposed to be about men. But by and large, it's no wonder why men are going their own way. And some men are just giving up in general. Why men are going overseas. It's not enough that men aren't appreciated, but men are actually hated. Especially the ones that are successful. Why? Well, because they have all those resources and they're not sharing. But why would they? They worked hard for that. You know, all these company owners that have built everything that they had, they're not going to give it all up. They're not going to share it. So, talk about it. Make your voices heard. Because the only way that people will listen is if we make our voices loud enough to where they can't cover their ears. We build those brotherhoods. Make more connections with each other. We encourage each other to keep making ourselves better each and every day. That's why I always tell you guys, fix this first. This is what's most important. Get into a new hobby. Right? Don't be on the couch for hours on end on your phone. Your phone is a prison. Get out and do something. Go fishing. You know, go hunting when hunting season comes around. For me, I love going to the gym. I love learning boxing. My body's too broken for boxing. Thanks, Uncle Sam. But I get out and do something. I enjoy doing it. And it's a really good way to meet other men. You can always learn something. Even as, you know, a 28-year-old man myself, I can learn from someone who's 18, 19. I can learn from someone who's in their 60s. We can all learn from each other. The most important thing is that we don't forget about each other. Right? Society has already forgotten about us so much. So we remember each other. We keep each other close. We encourage you to do better. So that's pretty much all I got to say on this topic. Listen, guys, I need you guys to help me get this word out. There are a few other YouTubers who are doing the same thing, quite bigger than me. But I'd really appreciate the push for me too, because I can't stay quiet anymore, guys, and I'm on a journey just as much as anyone else is. So I'd appreciate it, you guys. Help me reach the ability to reach out, to other guys out there that may be struggling. Well, I think most of us are struggling, but I want to reach as many men as I can. Because if I can learn something from it, it's a benefit. If you learn something from it, it's a benefit. We all benefit. And that's what's really important here. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys happen to have anything on your minds, let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And as always, boys, take care of yourselves. Do better, be better than the day you were before. And be better tomorrow. Appreciate you, boys. Talk to you soon.